I've been trying to find the exact moment where things stopped being what they were. Because it wasn't a fight, wasn't a revelation. It was more like a sentence losing its words. Year one was easy, year one was a decision. Year two was where the edges started to show. The small incompatibility stacking, the kind of thing you only know once you know. I don't have a villain in this story. I don't have a day circled on the calendar. I just have a collection of ordinary moments that I look back on now and understand were it. I lost the plot somewhere in year two, not with a bang, more of a gradual drift. I lost the plot somewhere in year two and kept showing up, not knowing that I did. I was still using the same words for something that had quietly changed into something else. I lost the plot somewhere in year two and spent another year not telling myself. I've done the math on all the dinner conversations where we talked about anything but us. We got good at filling space with comfortable nothing. We confused peacefulness with a lack of fuss. I don't regret the time, I can't regret it, because I was doing my best with what I knew. But I wish I'd been honest with myself a little earlier. That lost feeling wasn't just a phase I was going through. I lost the plot somewhere in year two, not with a bang, more of a gradual drift. I think this is the part that's hardest to talk about, because it means no one was wrong, no one was cruel. Just two people growing in different directions, with a gap between them no one knew how to close. And I think I knew, I just wasn't saying. Sometimes love is not enough to hold the shape. Sometimes you love someone and still have to let them go. And that kind of ending doesn't feel like an escape. It just feels like loss. A slow, quiet loss of something real. 3 a.m. Not tired, just loud. The kind of loud that lives inside the quiet, where the room is completely still and the noise is all mine. And I've tried the water in the window and the podcast and the playlist, and none of them are louder than the thing that lives in the silence. used to fall asleep in minutes, used to barely notice the transition. Now the night is something I have to survive, 1 hour at a time, one decision. It's 3 in the morning again, and my brain won't turn off. It's 3 in the morning again, and it's always about you. Always the same thoughts in the same order, always the same ceiling in the same dark. It's 3 in the morning again, and I'm right back at the start. Always you. Always 3, always back at the start. I've read about sleep hygiene, I've tried the methods and the routines. I've done the breathing and the body scan, and the visualization of peaceful scenes. And some nights it works, mostly it doesn't. Some nights the tools are smaller than the feeling, and I'm left with just the ceiling and the clock, and the very particular grief of 3 a.m. revealing everything I've managed not to think about during the hours when there's enough to do. Everything I've successfully postponed until darkness, which turns out to mostly be you. I used to fall asleep in minutes, used to barely notice the transition. Now the night is something I have to survive, 1 hour at a time, one decision. It's 3 in the morning again, and my brain won't turn off. It's 3 in the morning again, and it's always about you. I've started leaving the radio on just to have something else in the room, a voice that isn't mine or memories of yours filling up the 3 a.m. gloom. It helps a little, not completely, but a little is what I'm working with right now. I'm not trying to fix the 3 a.m. I'm just trying to get to morning somehow. Always you. Always 3 a.m. Still loud, still you. Still you. The room looks the same, the street looks the same, the sky hasn't changed, but I'm not the same. I keep waiting for the world to register what happened here, to tilt a little, shift a little, to show some sign that the before and after are clear. But the buses run on schedule, and the neighbors walk their dogs, and the supermarket is fully stocked, and the world just carries on. And I know that's how it works. I know the world doesn't owe me its attention, but there's something about the continuation that makes the grief feel like a private invention. Nothing changed except everything. The world didn't stop for this. Nothing changed except everything, and I'm the only one who knows. I walk through the same streets with a completely different understanding. Nothing changed except everything, and it's mine to carry quietly without demanding that anyone else feel the weight of it. I called my mother after, told her the basics. She said, I'm sorry, love, and the world kept moving through the phone, and I appreciated her, I'm sorry. But it was 5 minutes and then a show came on, and I sat in the same room I always sit in, feeling the most different I've ever been. And the lamp was the same lamp, and the carpet was the same carpet, and I was a different person in a room that wasn't listening. And I know that's how it works. I know the world doesn't owe me its attention, but there's something about the continuation that makes the grief feel like a private invention. Nothing changed except everything. The world didn't stop for this. Nothing changed except everything, and I'm the only one who knows. Like with different eyes, and that's okay, that's what grief is. A private rearrangement of your interior world, while everything exterior stays exactly where it was. And you have to keep navigating it as it unfurls. Only one different world. I started talking less about the things I cared about when I noticed your eyes going somewhere else. I learned which topics made the room go quiet, and I stopped bringing them up myself. I got really good at asking questions instead of having answers of my own. I became an audience before I knew it, cheering for a life that wasn't mine. And I told myself it was compromise. That's what you do when you love someone right. But compromise is two people bending, not one person disappearing into the light. I made myself smaller and smaller to fit you. I turned down the volume on everything I was. I made myself smaller and smaller to fit you, and by the end I was barely making noise at all. I made myself smaller, I made myself smaller, until I couldn't find me anymore. I remember who I was when we first started. I had a lot of opinions and a loud laugh. I had things I wanted to create and say and do, and I don't know exactly when I let all that pass. You didn't ask me to become invisible, I just noticed you were more comfortable when I was. So I edited myself into something easier, a quieter version built for someone else's applause. I made myself smaller and smaller to fit you. I turned down the volume on everything I was. Oh, I made myself smaller and smaller to fit you, and by the end I was barely making noise at all. I made myself before I've even said a thing. I'm done editing my sentences mid-sentence. I'm done making myself easy at the cost of everything. This is me uncompressing. This is me taking up space. This is me remembering the voice I had before I learned to keep it in its place. I'm taking up space. I'm taking up space. I'm taking up space. Ooh. This time
3 a.m. Not tired, just loud. The kind of loud that lives inside the quiet, where the room is completely still and the noise is all mine. And I've tried the water in the window and the podcast and the playlist, and none of them are louder than the thing that lives in the silence behind my eyes. I used to fall asleep in minutes, used to barely notice the transition. Now the night is something I have to survive, 1 hour at a time, one decision. It's 3 in the morning again, and my brain won't turn off. It's 3 in the morning again, and it's always about you. Always the same thoughts in the same order, always the same ceiling in the same dark. It's 3 in the morning again, and I'm right back at the start. Always you, always 3, always back at the start. I've read about sleep hygiene, I've tried the methods and the routines, I've done the breathing and the body scan and the visualization of peaceful scenes. And some nights it works, mostly it doesn't. Some nights the tools are smaller than the feeling, and I'm left with just the ceiling and the clock and the very particular grief of 3 a.m. revealing everything I've managed not to think about during the hours when there's enough to do. Everything I've successfully postponed until darkness, which turns out to mostly be you. I used to fall asleep in minutes, used to barely notice the transition. Now the night is something I have to survive, 1 hour at a time, one decision. It's 3 in the morning again, and my brain won't turn off. It's 3 in the morning again, and it's always about you. I've started leaving the radio on just to have something else in the room, a voice that isn't mine or memories of yours, filling up the 3 a.m. gloom. It helps a little, not completely, but a little is what I'm working with right now. I'm not trying to fix the 3 a.m. I'm just trying to get to morning somehow. Always you, always 3 a.m. Still loud, still you. I used to have a favorite song before your playlist took over mine. I used to have a favorite place before our place became the only kind. I used to know exactly what I wanted for dinner, for the weekend, for my life. And slowly, quietly, without noticing,
traded all of that for being right beside you. And I don't blame you for it. I handed it all over willingly, but now I'm standing in a room full of my things, and none of them feel like me. I forgot what I liked before you. I forgot what I did on a Saturday alone. I forgot the version of me that existed before you became the thing I built my world around. I forgot what I liked before you, and now I have to learn it all again from the beginning, like a stranger meeting themselves for the very first time. I've been asking people what their favorite things are, trying to find some echo of my own. I tried the music that I loved at 17. It sounded like someone I used to know. I tried the places that I went before we happened. I sat there waiting to feel something real, and I felt it barely, like a signal getting stronger, like a self that's trying to come back and heal. I forgot what I liked before you. I forgot what I did on a Saturday alone. I forgot the version of me that existed before you became the thing I built my world around. I forgot what I liked before you, and now I have to learn it all again from the beginning, like a stranger meeting themselves for the very first time. Maybe this is where it starts, not a comeback, just a question. What do I want when no one's watching? What do I reach for in the silence? I'm writing a list of small things, songs and foods and morning habits, building back a self in pieces, learning who I am without you in it. Learning who I am without you in it. Slowly again. Sunday night hits different when you're by yourself. The week ahead is empty, and so is everything else. I've eaten the same dinner 3 Sundays running. I've watched the same kind of show. There's a specific Sunday ritual I've built for having nowhere particular to go. Not bad exactly, just heavy, the way the last day of the week sits on the chest with a particular gravity that Monday always tends to break. I used to have Sunday plans, or at least the shape of them, the possibility. Now Sunday is just Sunday from the morning until I fall asleep, and it becomes Monday mercifully. Sunday night sadness, it has a specific way. Sunday night sadness, tomorrow doesn't help, and tonight won't end.
behind was manageable. The week ahead is still unknown. Sunday night sadness is the one that catches you between everything you've handled and the next thing on your own. I called a friend at 7, she was busy. I called another, she was having people around. I sat with the phone for a bit after thinking about the social physics of a Sunday night in town. Everyone seems to be somewhere on a Sunday, or at least the somewhere they belong. And I'm here with the lamp and the rain and the leftovers, trying not to let the Sunday last too long. I'm not saying this to be dramatic, I'm saying it because it's honestly true that Sunday nights were different with someone in them, and the difference started and ended with you. I used to have Sunday plans, or at least the shape of them, the possibility. Now Sunday is just Sunday from the morning until I fall asleep, and it becomes Monday mercifully. Sunday night sadness, it has a specific way. Sunday night sadness, tomorrow doesn't help, and tonight won't end. We've started making Sunday nights into something, not to cure the feeling, but to give it a container, a specific candle and a specific playlist, a ritual that says this is mine to navigate. And it helps a little, not completely, but little is the currency of this particular season. I'm learning to live inside the Sunday with the sadness as a companion, not a reason to call it anything other than a hard night that becomes a Monday, and then a week, and then somehow fine. Won't end. Still Sunday, still heavy, still mine, still Sunday. The lights go off, the room goes still, and somewhere between tired and awake, you find me again. I try to think of something else, I try to let the quiet win, but every silence has your shape, and every night lets you back in. It gets quiet, then it gets loud, your name in my chest like a storm in a cloud. I don't call, I just lie here and wait for the quiet to come back, but it's always too late. I've learned to leave the TV on, so the room doesn't sound like you. But even through the voices and the light, I still find my way to you. It gets quiet, then it gets loud, your name in my chest like a storm in a cloud. I don't call, I just lie here and wait for the quiet to come back, but it's always too late.
deleted the conversation this morning. Held my thumb over it for a minute first. Scrolled back to the beginning just to see it. The first message, something simple, just the worst. I mean the best kind of worst, the kind of starts things when you didn't know yet what it was gonna cost. I read it one last time, I let it sit there, and then I deleted it, and now it's lost. 2,000 and something messages, approximately a year and a half compressed into a thread. The jokes, the voice notes, the long honest ones at midnight, the last one sitting there still unread. I deleted the conversation, but I didn't delete the person. I deleted the evidence, but not the weight. I deleted the conversation, and my phone felt lighter for about a minute, and then my chest remembered what I couldn't erase. I deleted the conversation because I needed to stop having it available. I deleted the conversation, but the conversation was already in my memory anyway. People talk about closure like it's a thing you find at the end of a process that takes a certain time. But I've been through the process, and I've done the steps, and closure is more like choosing to stop the climb. The conversation wasn't helping me move forward. Having it there was like a door I kept reopening. I needed to close the thread to close something bigger. I needed to stop the access, stop the hoping. I deleted the conversation, but I didn't delete the person. I'm keeping the things I learned from all that talking, the understanding of myself I only got from us. I'm keeping the version of me that showed up fully, the part that wasn't guarded, the part that trusted. I don't delete the lessons, only the location. I'm not erasing you, I'm changing where you live. You're in the part of me that knows itself better, not the part that waits for you to give. Not the part that waits. You live somewhere else now, somewhere quieter, somewhere I can be fine. You didn't end it, you just stopped. No conversation, no conclusion, no goodbye. One day you were there, and then you weren't, and the absence arrived before I understood why. I checked if I'd said something wrong, rewound every interaction looking for the fault. I came up with 100 possible explanations and landed on the one that hurt the most by default. Because when someone disappears without a word, the story you tell yourself is rarely kind. You become the author and the villain simultaneously in the narrative left behind. You ghosted me and left me with the haunting, where the silence shaped exactly like your presence. You ghosted me and left me with the questions that don't have answers, because you're not here to give them. I deserved a sentence, even a hard one. I deserve the respect of knowing what this was. You ghosted me and kept on living while I was
cost. I've heard people say ghosting is easier for everyone, that the ghost is just conflict, avoidant and afraid. I understand the human logic of it, I just refuse to make it okay. Because on the other end of someone's easy exit is a person asking why in the dark for weeks, is a person building a case against themselves, using the silence as evidence of what it means. You ghosted me and left me with the haunting. I'm gonna let this go eventually, I know that's how this ends. I stop waiting, I move on. I'm gonna get to the other side of the unanswered, and it's gonna mean something that I carried on. You posted a story at 8:45, which means you're fine, which means you're alive, which means you saw my message and made a decision, which means I have to stop telling myself you just didn't have time. You liked someone's photo at 10:15. You're active, you're present, you're just not here with me. And the internet is making me a detective of a case I don't wanna be solving. Honestly, I know too much and understand too little. The data doesn't add up to an answer that helps. I know you were online at exactly midnight, I just don't know what that means for me or for myself. I saw you active at 2 a.m. and I put the phone down and I picked it back up. I saw you active at 2 a.m. and I started composing and then I gave it up. Because what do you say to someone who sees you and chooses the silence over a reply? I saw you active at 2 a.m. and I decided I needed to stop watching. Why? I've turned off the active status now, for both our sakes, but mostly for my mind, because I was using it as a form of self-harm, watching the green dot like it was some kind of sign. The internet was never meant for heartbreak, or maybe it was built exactly for it. All this visibility with none of the access, all this presence with none of the benefit. I saw you active at 2 a.m. and I put the phone down and I picked it back up. I'm muting you now, not because I'm over it, but because the watching is making it worse. I'm choosing what I let into my field of vision. The algorithm doesn't get to be the thing that hurts. I'll unfollow slowly, or maybe all at once. I'll decide when I'm ready what distance I need. But tonight I'm putting the phone face down for real, and letting myself grieve without the feed. Without the feed, just me, just quiet. The room looks the same, the street looks the same, the sky hasn't changed, but I'm not the same. I keep waiting for the world to register what happened here, to tilt a little, shift a little, to show some sign that the before and after are clear. But the buses run on schedule, and the neighbors walk their dogs, and the supermarket is fully stocked, and the world just carries on. And I know this how it works, I know the world doesn't owe me its attention, but there's something about the continuation that makes the grief feel like a private invention. Nothing changed except everything. The world didn't stop for this. Nothing changed except everything, and I'm the only one who knows. I walk through the same streets with a completely different understanding. Nothing changed except everything, and it's mine to carry quietly without demanding that anyone else feel the weight of it. I called my mother after, told her the basics. She said, I'm sorry, love, and the world kept moving through the fog.
appreciated her, I'm sorry, but it was 5 minutes and then her show came on. And I sat in the same room I always sit in, feeling the most different I've ever been. And the lamp was the same lamp, and the carpet was the same carpet. And I was a different person in a room that wasn't listening. And I know that's how it works. I know the world doesn't know me its attention, but there's something about the continuation that makes the grief feel like a private invention. Nothing changed except everything. The world didn't stop for this. Nothing changed except everything, and I'm the only one who knows. I'm the only one who knows. I'm the only one who knows how different. We did everything that couples do. We just never said the word. We had our restaurants and our references, our whole vocabulary that nobody else had heard. You held my hand in public, but you never said what this was. And I never pushed because I was afraid of the answer. So we lived in this beautiful, uncertain in-between, like a song that you can feel but doesn't know what genre it's after. And everyone around us had their theories, and we smiled like we knew something they didn't. And maybe we did, or maybe we were both avoiding the part where we'd have to admit what we were living. We were almost something, almost is the word. A whole relationship that happened and was never heard. We were almost something in the best possible way, until almost wasn't enough and we ran out of days. I don't know what to call this when people ask me. I wasn't your girlfriend, but I wasn't nothing either. We were almost something, and almost is the hardest thing to leave behind. I went through the grief without the public acknowledgement, because we were never public in the way that counts. Nobody brought me flowers or checked in properly, because to them it was just a thing that didn't amount, but it amounted. I want that on the record. It was real whether or not it had a name. The almost love is just as hard to lose as the named kind. The unnamed hurt the same. We were almost something, almost is the word. I think almost relationships deserve a ceremony, a proper ending with acknowledgement of what they were. I think we should be allowed to say it out loud, that this happened and it mattered and it hurt. So here is mine. It was real and it was good, and the fact that it was nameless doesn't shrink it. I loved you in the way that you allowed, and I'm choosing now to finally finish it. Finally finish it. Give it a name. Almost was enough. I'm very good at keeping a conversation going. I have a talent for filling in the silences, for asking the follow-up, the next question, the warmth, for making it feel mutual, even when it isn't. I've been doing it with you for 7 weeks now. and you show up just enough for me to keep at it. I'm the one who opens every thread we have, and you're the one who closes it without a habit. I started counting, I know that sounds obsessive, but the data was the only thing that felt like truth. 3 messages for everyone you sent me. I was the conversation, and you were the excuse. I talk, you tolerate. I reach, you receive. I show up, you're available enough to keep me. I talk, you tolerate, and I've been calling that enough, but enough is not the same as what I need. I want someone who initiates, who opens the thread because they thought of me, not someone who responds because I sent them something. I went silent for 3 days just to see what happened, and what happened was a lot of absolutely nothing. And the nothing was the most clarifying data that my brain had been refusing to be touching. I wasn't testing you, I was testing myself to see if I could sit with what was real. The nothing confirmed it gently and completely, and I let myself for the first time actually feel. I talk, you tolerate. I reach, you receive. I'm looking for someone who wonders about me on a Tuesday for no reason in particular, who texts first sometimes, who thinks of me and says it, whose presence in my life isn't only singular. That's not a lot to want, and I won't apologize for wanting reciprocity as a baseline. I'm closing this conversation not in anger, but because I deserve a thread that goes both ways this time. Both ways this time. Both ways, I deserve that. I sent you something at 2:30. I won't tell you what it said, but you already know. I saw it sitting there in the morning light, and felt the specific shame of midnight honesty exposed. I thought about deleting it before you read it, but the ticks were blue by then, the damage done. So I sat with the embarrassment of being human, of needing something and letting it be shown. There's something about the late hour that dissolves the careful architecture of not needing. At 2 a.m. the wall comes down completely, and all that's left is the honest person underneath. I only say the true things after midnight, when the filter's low and the feeling's high. I only say the true things after midnight, and then spend the morning asking myself why. But maybe midnight me is trying to tell me something about what I actually want beneath the daylight version. Maybe midnight me is less afraid of the answer. Maybe midnight is when I should be paying more attention. You replied the next morning, matter of fact, like you hadn't just received my 2 a.m. confession. You were kind about it, which was almost worse. Kindness as deflection is its own kind of rejection. I said something like, sorry for the late message. You said something like, no worries, and moved on. And we spent the next week building back the distance from the honesty of what I I'd said at one. I only say the true things after midnight, when the filter's low and the feeling's high. I don't wanna only be brave when I'm half asleep. I wanna be that honest in the daylight too. I wanna stop saving the real things for the dark hours and say them when it actually matters, looking at you. So here I am, it's 2 in the afternoon, and I'm telling you with full awareness what I mean, that I liked you and I meant it, and I'm fine that you didn't. And saying it out loud is the most honest I've been. Most honest I've been. In the afternoon, sober and clear and fine.
Had a funny thing happen at work today. Instinct said, tell you, and then remembered the number I've been calling for 3 years is not a call I'm allowed to make in December. So I told the story to the wall instead, and the wall did what you used to never do. It didn't laugh, it didn't add to it. It just sat there the way rooms do. And I realized somewhere in that silence how much space you took up in my daily life. Not just the big things, not just the feelings, but the running commentary, the ordinary twice. Who was I talking to before I met you? Before you were the first call and the last. Who was I sending all the small things to? Before you were the context for my whole day's cast. I've got full bars and no one to call. I've got stories with nowhere to go. Who was I talking to before I met you? I genuinely don't know anymore. I've tried calling other people with the small stuff. It feels like I'm speaking a different language now. They're kind about it, but I can tell they're waiting for the thing that makes the story matter somehow. You understood the references without explaining. You knew the names and the history and the stakes. Building that with someone takes forever, and I don't have the patience that rebuilding takes. Who was I talking to before I met you? Before you were the first call and the last. Who was I sending all the small things to? Before you were the context for my whole day's cast. Maybe the answer is I was talking to myself more. Maybe that's not the tragedy I think. Maybe silence has a function I forgot about. Maybe I was living on the private side of things. I'm gonna try it, sitting with the stories. Not every moment needs a destination. Maybe some things can just happen and be over without becoming someone else's narration. Without becoming someone else's, just mine. Just mine. I smile in the group chat. show up, I reply. I do all the things I'm supposed to do. I'm very good at the outside. Nobody's asking anymore, which means they bought it, I guess. I've gotten so good at being fine that I'm starting to believe it less. I'm fine. I just keep saying it, I'm fine. Like if I say it enough, it becomes what's actually happening. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. The word's lost all its meaning now. I'm fine. I'm really not. I'm really not. I sleep okay-ish most nights. I eat, I exercise. I do the things the algorithm tells me is what healing looks like. I'm fine. I just keep saying it, I'm fine. Like if I say it enough, it becomes what's actually happening. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. The word's lost all its meaning now. I'm fine. I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm really not. Tell me I'm fine. Tell me I'm fine. Something happened today. Nothing serious, just hard. The kind of thing I text you first, before I'd breathed or thought. I started typing halfway through, then remembered you weren't there. It's strange how grief works like that. In moments you weren't prepared, you wouldn't know what to say. You always did. You would've laughed and made it smaller, like you always did. Now I talk to strangers online, or I just don't talk at all, 'cause nobody says it like you said it. Nobody catches me when I fall. I handled it alone, I'm fine. I told myself 3 times, but fine is just a word I use when I'm running out of lines. You wouldn't know what to say. You always did. You would've laughed and made it smaller, like you always did. Now talk to strangers online, or I just don't talk at all, 'cause nobody says it like you said it. Nobody catches me when I fall. Nobody catches me when I fall.